Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to continue from where we left off. All right, so you can see the remaining part of the design, which requires a lot of images. So we're going to come over here, go to place, go to serial. All right, then I have this, the copy. Select that, scale it down. So now we can create the arrows. So I'll come here and then hold on Alt key, bring it here, click like this. See. Okay, hold on the Alt key. Now click there. Okay, so with that selected, I can, nope. With that selected, I'm going to double click on this. Come over here. Let's change the color to yellow. All right, so we're done with this side. Okay, so I have the back part to do. So let me zoom out. So you can see we have this number of text to add, but before we do that, I'll come over here and add. All right, so this is what we have. Okay, so I have actually copied this text. So you can see this is just some bunch of text that I have typed. Okay, so the entire project is going to be in the description for you to have access to it. So you can choose to copy this, or you can choose to type it out yourself. Okay, so you can see these are basically text we typed. So I'll just select this and bring it here. All right, so you can see what we have. So the only thing that is different is this. So we're going to delete it and do it again. All right, so you can see this. This was just an image tracing that we did. This is basically an image that we brought in. Let's go to download. Okay, so you can see it here. So this is basically an image. So all I did was I click on image trace. Okay, click on image trace, expand. Okay, so I'm going to ungroup, so you can see what we have. Delete it. Delete all of this. Okay, so now I can select this and cover it up. Control, take it to the back. Okay, so can press Ctrl G to group it. So that was basically how this was created. So if you want to add round corners, you can just come here and do it. Okay, so that's how this was done. So I'm going to add the green part here. Select this, come over here. Okay, so change this to green. Oops, what happened? Don't know what's happening. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to, let me duplicate this. I'll come over to effects and then I'll just try out a few things. Not exactly here. I'll try a few things here. Okay, so here I'm going to say alpha, so you can see the outcome of this. So for this one, I'm going to maybe lighten it up a bit. Okay, so that's what I want. So now I can position it like so. So let me highlight it and no, let me just make sure this is the two things I highlighted. So I'll bring it to the back. Okay, because we want the text to sit above it. So you can see how that was actually created. Okay, so we are done with this part. Okay, and then we have, let me just see the original. Go to pure, bring it up. Okay, so this is the original. It has the recycle here, so we need to add it. So I believe it's here, so I'll just copy it instead of importing the image. Okay, so this is it. Ctrl G to group, Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Bring it here. Okay, so you can see that we're done with this. So we have this number of things to do around here, and then add the color. Okay, so basically you can just add So we still have this image to place here. Let's see what we have. So we can choose either to go with this or this. So let me show you. There's a particular option that we didn't select, but then let's go back to 0 from here. Okay, then I'll go back again, go to place, and then I'm going to pick this. So you can see, so I'll duplicate this. Then I'll select this and scale it down. Okay, so you can see what we have. Okay, so you can choose to maybe cut this part, meaning we can clip it, kind of. Do something like this. Come over here. Make sure you cover everything. Okay, so maybe I'll get rid of the fill so that I can select what is inside. So I'm going to right click, make clipping mask. Okay, so you can see how this part was colored. So that was how we did it. Okay, so you can see how that was made. So now I can maybe select this. I don't need to select this. Let's create another rectangle here. Good. Then we'll select this, right click, make clipping mask. Exactly. You see what we now have. Okay. So you can try out this option to see the outcome, but then our design is fully ready. Okay. So everything is done. All right. So this brings us to the end on the packaging. Okay. So we started with the Dieline. We now later created the creasing. Then we went over to the bleed. And now we are done with the design. So in the next video, I'll walk you through how you can create a mockup in Photoshop. Okay. So with this, I'll see you guys in the next video.